Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, class. This is Professor Coyote. Welcome you back to our Let's Play of Okami HD for the PC. Now, let's get right into things, and we'll go... If you remember, we're actually in the beginning of our tutorial. We did unlock our first brush technique, which is Restoration, from Yomigami, the dragon. Let's get right into here near the River of the Heavens. Don't think that... Okay. Let's skip that. Okie dokie. Now, as is customary with how I've been doing this lately, let's go over a little bit of the mythology behind Okami as we get up to where we were left off. Now, today we're going to cover a couple of other people that we've met that already have things, big roles in the story already. That of Sakuya, the tree spirit, and Isun, who's going to be our travel buddy. Now, when we first met Sakuya, I said it was interesting that they had her be Peach motif, and I'll explain why now. Because Sakuya is actually a reminiscent of a kami called Kanohana Sakuya Hime. Let me do that a little bit slower. Kanohana no Sakuya Hime, which is actually a fairly, I'd say, big-time spirit in a lot of Japanese mythology. She's a blooming princess who is a daughter of a mountain god Ohayo Matsumi. She's often seen as a general avatar for Japanese life. And why I find it interesting with the Peach motif they've given her in this game is she's actually often associated with Sakura, which is, of course, the flowering cherry blossoms that you definitely see a lot in Japanese culture, Japanese society. Basically anything really having to do with a lot of Japanese culture, you usually see cherry blossoms. I know, for instance, one of the bigger anime conventions, especially up here in the Northwest, is Sakura-con, named after the blossoms. So it's really interesting that they went with the peaches here. But that could be just to give her own spin for this game. Sakehime, there's a lot of her the references to her throughout culture. Largely, she's also, being the daughter of a mountain deity, she's also associated a lot with Mount Fuji. There's a lot of shrines to Sakuya Hime over on Mount Fuji. So, I mean, like I said, it's just a lot of reasons why they've kind of thrown her into that. They still have her be a tree spirit, after all. It's just interesting that they switched the cherries for peaches. And now, the other one I want to briefly talk about, because just so we can get on in things, is Isun. Isun is also once again fairly big in Japanese mythology. Let's see, let me get this brought up here. Isun is part of a larger tale that basically in Japanese mythology is kind of like the Tom Thumb of in Japanese culture. The story of a poor family who wished to the spirits for a son, and they were granted one. Whoa! You just gotta ignore that treasure chest? You end up in the poorhouse if you like stuff like that. Well, shut up, Isun. We're talking about you. You think you'd be happy. But yes, Isun, in general culture, like I said, he's a lot like Japanese Tom Thumb. In fact, all the same way. Knock it off, game. Family wishes for a son, and they find a very short son that goes off and has, basically let me bring this up. Sorry about that. Isun Boshi is his full name, by the way. Inch high, 1 inch, the little 1 inch or inch high samurai. So they find a young, tiny man in underneath, I believe it was a leaf, and then go on and raise him, and he goes off and becomes a warrior in the world, where he finds a needle as his sword, and just goes on from there. I mean, Isun Boshi's story is fairly popular during the Edo period, and just goes from there. It's been a lot of nursery tales, and that's where Isun comes, and that's actually where you get a lot of the reference as Imaterasu goes to sleep from us taking forever. And so that's actually where you get a lot of his personality here in the game. He's tiny, he's going off wandering as a artist instead of an adventurer, though he's still an adventurer. He has his tiny sword and has that kind of, that me against the world kind of attitude. Alright, so let's finally get to that treasure chest. Isun shuts up. Blink. You obtained an astral pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This astral pouch here is amazing. You can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. I don't know why I'm suddenly giving him a southern accent. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here, eh? Okay, so basically, as you can see here, the astral pouch there, it works kind of a lot like a bottle fairy in most Zelda games. You'll find food in the form of, well, consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste. Fills astral pouch a little bit. But basically, if you can fill the astral pouch up with kind of 100, then you'll have a get out of jail free card. It'll revive you a little bit. You consume peach. Juicy and fragrant peach. Fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed apple. Yeah, yada 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 yada. I won't do this for everything. But yeah, so that's what the astral pouches do. As you can see, you'll see here in... Oh, that is the wrong thing. I wanted to do that one. Tools? Nope, don't need it yet. QE. I'm sorry. Yeah, as you can see here, part of your XP system is you can get another astral pouch. You can, that kind of thing. We'll see what gives you XP later. Just keep in mind, she is a deity. Alright, so let's go right into here. And now that we've gone through our mythology course, which I'll expand a little bit more later. I just wanted to give a brief one. I know I spoke a little bit too much in the first episode. And so, I just wanted to kind of get right on to things. Because Isuna and Sakaya, we'll find out a lot more later, so. Okay. Come on, you can run faster than that. And traditionally, she does have a 3-tiered running. Sorry, here we are, right click. Okay. What I was doing there is, if you dig, there sometimes you'll find stuff, like you'll find food or like, and there are also kind of collectathons that you'll find where you need to dig and pull it out. And there's also a third collection thing that you'll see later, if they kept it in this version of the game. I don't think you get it yet in the tutorial, though, so I think we're just digging just to dig. Yay! Okay, fine. Frickin' invisible walls. Anyway, what I was saying is, the running here, she does speed up eventually. She gets sort of a 3-tier running. As eventually get to that second tier, you'll see the beautiful things going behind her. And then you get the 3rd tier where now she gets flowers running behind her. Fountain of Nagi. Nagi? What's his name doing here? What indeed? Oh, we've already gone over the reference to Nagi. Nope. Yeah, of course, being a a representation of the sun. As you can see, water does put you out eventually. And that's bad. You don't want to drown, because, like in every other game. Let's see. Oh, right. I can't do anything about these things yet. Oh, there we are. I knew there was something around here. Eventually, we'll be able to actually break down some of these rocks and trees and the like for more stuff, but still in the tutorial. Right now, I'm just looking for more stuff, things like, yeah, I see, we've got pots to break and money to get. And money to get and pots to break. And, takoyaki. Yes, it's not just fruit that'll fill your astral pouch. It's any sort of food. You got the dumplings. Doughy balls made from grain. I think those are supposed to be takoyaki. That could just be just general dumplings. That's the problem with the English translation is, you're not quite sure what they're translating correctly, or if they're just trying to localize it and just doing a poor job. I want to try takoyaki. I love octopus. So, there's Nagi. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, furball? Well, you're in the river of heavens. Boy, is this place a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. I wonder what we could do about that. Wonder what indeed we can do about that. Well, you know what? We won't do anything about it yet. There's stuff to break. Yeah, break all the stuff. Hey, Amy, doesn't Nagi's broken sword there bug you? No. I mean, there must be something we could do. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Let's break the fourth wall because you're not doing crap. Let's see, it's control. Why, maybe we could go, oh, look, some of the ink sticks. See, that's also a good clue is to see what could actually be done. Because if an ink stinks, usually it's something that could go. And if it doesn't, then it's just ink. That really was your brushwork all this time. Now, something to note, you saw that there were 3 ink pots, and there was also a bigger pot up. And I'll show it to you again. How'd you get so good, eh? Exactly, who are you, anyway? See, that's going to be a running gag, too, where he doesn't really recognize you at all. Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like, a mouse? All right, actually, this is great. So, control, hold, brush. As you can see here, there's a pot up here, which that just shows you, like, how much you have to work with. It'll go away. What? And then it's like, no, try again. And then you can see these 3 ink pots. These will actually start going down as you use them in battle. All we need to do is go boink. And why this looks like a little mouse. A little rat. A ratty rat. Slashy rat. Tachigami. Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time. But with all of these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to an ancient heroes. That's interesting. I think they've actually cut down the thing, because usually it's, usually get a little bit longer with the Mother to Us All and everything. Now, Tachigami, see, aside from being the rat in the zodiac, and actually looking at other things, it looks like, no, that's actually the full on. The Tachi is a verb in this. Well, as I said, that sometimes these brush techniques are guarded by actual references to Japanese mythology other than the actual zodiac. In this case, Tachi just means to cut. So really, it's just, of course, we're going to make a name, a gami, with the kanji to cut, and to be the the guardian of the sword. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Yes, and this is going to be your major weapon of the game. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers, then, hey, you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend. No crap, Isun. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there, eh? Let me see a slice in half by drawing a single line. Thank you, tutorial, Isun. I won't believe it till I see it. Of course you won't. So we go, whoop! That's fairly simple. And I will be overusing this to its fullest, because that's also how they hide a lot of money and food, is basically through like these torches or rocks or trees or shrubs. It's just like Zelda again. Wow! I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. No, you're not, Isun. Guess I really estimated myself. Hey, Furball, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're a Shiranui reborn, that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Yeah, you mooch. Lucky you! Lucky us. Can you eat him again? It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered that power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakia was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Let's go back indeed. And looks like there is an achievement under Steam for all of the brush gods. What a magnificent statue. Legendary hero Nagi. I've always wanted to draw him. Okay, as you can see here... Well, yeah, maybe if you'd stop arguing with me. There we go. As you can see here, there's a quest arrow. But we don't necessarily need to do that immediately. Okay. And as I was saying here, these pots, they refill over time. You can find more ink later to help fill them up. Looks like that's right. Oh, what do we got here? We got little grapeys. Juicy fruit plucked from a vine. Yep. All right, so let's smash. Usually it's only pots you can do with your head. Anything else has got to be the slashy. Uh-oh. Maybe we're stuck here. Nope. Boink. And we can do this to all the trees. We can make the trees go away. Slashing the trees usually only gives you extra fruit. And as you can see here, when you run out of ink, you just turn into Shiranui. But you can find ink pots all the time. Let's see. Yeah, they usually only give you ink. What? Okay, not everything can break. Okay, looks like that rock's one of them. Oh, darn. Oh, well. Usually you don't need to worry too much about filling the astral pouch until you get more than one. Yep, there we go. Naked wolf. Uh-oh. What the? Where'd they come from? Whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the left mouse button to use its power against them. See, this is what the instruments are for. They're here for weapons. Oh, and apparently I'm here to get beat up. Man, it's been a while. Look, Annie, once you cut them off guard and turn them black to white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. And that's how you kill things. You beat them until they go black and white, then you take their stuff. And the spirit globe is how you heal back. I know I'm not really doing everything quite yet. Gotta get used to things. We'll go over combat a little bit as things go on. And I'll go over once, probably next episode, what those different kind of yokai are. Naked wolf. Man, okay. Wonder if we can downsize the mouse sensitivity here. Anything back there? There's that. Okay. And another thing to do for is, because this is, of course, this was like many games in 2000, this is a little bit of a collectathon. In fact, we'll go... One of the things in this scroll... Oh, it hasn't showed up yet. It'll show you things like called spirit beads or treasures. Those are just things that you can find. I believe they give you a little bit of boost if you find them all. But, you know, we'll try our best to try and get everything. Okay, we don't have the ability to draw things towards us yet either. Okay. Oh, we got more yokai to fight. Now, I don't know why they haven't showed it yet. It could just be that, since we're still in the tutorial, it didn't show the... there. Because often, when you find a new thing to fight, it'll have a brief little splash page. Kind of like, you know, like a movie or something like that. Alright, another thing to think about is, depending upon how well damage you take or the time you do it in, you'll get ranking, basically. The little reddish, that little tree it was showing of how well you did. You'll get more yen based off of that, and sometimes you'll get demon fangs. Now, demon fangs, and which is why in those mini games I'm trying to fish for them, they get you things too. They get you powers, they get you more XP. I believe, actually, is it... No, there's a shop, I believe, that gets you things for demon fangs. We'll get on that. Oh, darn. I guess... Oh, there we are. That's the easier of the two minigames, where you just hit enter until the demon fang shows up. Art, I'm a swimming doggy! Art. Okay, let's do a quick time check here. I might put a pin in here if it's been long enough. I think it's been about 15 minutes. I don't know why it's pointing this way. You can easily just go this way. Whee! Boink! Ha! I beat you, Arrow! I went my own way! Boo! You know what? Yeah, sometimes it's easier just to do that instead of having to, like, headbutt them all individually. Okay, let's save it. See what we've got here. It started at 45 minutes. Okay, looks like it's been about... Well, we'll go on here. Maybe we can do a quick save after ginseng. They look like carrots, but I think I actually do have carrots that are separate. And some cabbage. I think that's... Oh, we don't get the turnip. Although I think that... Come on. Nope. Yes, I know. Maybe if you let me... Oh, no, you can't. Okay, so we cut down zippage. Blat. One of the very pretty... many pretty scenes Oh, you gotta love cel-shaded animation in video games. And I love the HD. Yeah, it makes it look a little bit more wonky, but I don't know. I think it actually has a great way of making the brush strokes more obvious. And considering this is all about, that kind of... Since it's all about an homage to Japanese watercolors, I kind of like this. It's like traditional 2D Disney animation. Even though you can see the actual sketches on the older movies, I kind of prefer that to flash drive, like flash animation nowadays, because you can see the care that people went into doing that. I don't know, it's just a personal opinion. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakia came through big time. She really was protecting the village, but I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono, huh? If you know what I mean. Oh, you dirty. But seriously, with monsters roaming around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. See, this is half the reason why I give him that kind of Joe Pesci accent, because he's a dirty jerk. He's a dirty boy. Let's cut down all the trees. Oh, can't cut down all the trees. Boo. Naked wolf! Naked wolf! It's kind of funny. Yes, they actually did give them all buttholes. I don't know why I think that's funny, but, whatever. Uh-oh. Oh, he's sad and all kind of statuified. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Okay, now the village is down this way. Now, this is something that we don't get yet. You'll see. I mean, which is why I was just trying it first. When we get that technique, I will explain what I was doing later. Looks like there's a lot of trouble in River City here. Everyone's all statuified. Hey, there's a statue here, too. It's like the villagers have turned to stone or something. Not again. That's one of them smaller monsters that are lurking about. Roll like that's gotta belong to something bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. Let's hurry up and find... Ah, there we are. There is a save point. Now, we are seeing here... Oh, no, the whole statue... Everybody looks like they're frozen. And there's a malaise about. And it's dark, too. So what's we gonna do? What's we gonna do? Well, we'll find that out next time. Now that we've finished the tutorial, we can actually get into the game a bit proper. Boop. So let's get in this. And hope you have a very excellent rest of your game. And with that, class dismissed.